I never got to enjoy being with a man during the best years of my life. I feel like my youth was wasted. If I had another chance, I would definitely start dating from the age of 18. I would get into a relationship and really enjoy those happy times. I'm 38 years old.
Right now, I'm single, I've never been married, and I haven't had any children. So I want to advise young women not to believe the toxic advice you see online. Things like, as long as you have money in your account, or a car, or if you blossom, the butterflies will come. All those sayings about being beautiful on your own are just toxic positivity. If you reach my age, you'll realize, right? Trying to find a decent guy to marry becomes extremely, extremely difficult. You can work hard to earn money for a car or a house. You have the ability to buy those things. But if you want to find... It's too late to find someone to spend your life with. Silly little sisters, remember this. Nowadays, a lot of women claim to reject marriage and childbirth just to raise their own value. Have you noticed that most of the people online saying they won't get married or have children are women? But in reality, when it comes to the matchmaking market, it's these same women who show up for blind dates. Do they really reject marriage and childbirth? No, they're actually anxious to get married. But what they want is for men to marry them with a sense of guilt so that they can justifiably ask for a bride price, demand a marital home, and later require their husbands to hand over all their wages. Constantly buying handbags and demanding endless tolerance while being herself and not taking responsibility. If a man wants to marry her, he pays more. If he wants children, he pays even more. Ladies, let's open our eyes. What's the point of raising your value by rejecting marriage and childbirth? If you want to prove independence, don't persuade others. Just don't marry or have children. And don't spend men's money either, since you're not marrying, right? Don't expect men to spend lots of money on you while flaunting against marriage and childbirth, claiming to be independent while wanting everything. Who are you trying to impress? The outcome for leftover women is having value but no market.
It's just like the current second-hand housing market. There are plenty of houses, lots of people looking, but no one actually buying. And you have to believe this. Being foolish and having lots of money never exist in the same person. Yet older single women always hope to find someone who is both wealthy and treats them well.
They always believe those toxic inspirational quotes they see online and take them to heart. Based on my many years of experience as a matchmaker, I've seen far too many older single women, and their outcomes are honestly very, very unfortunate. If you can recognize your own situation, it's actually quite easy to find a partner. So my advice to all older single women is this. First, you need to have a correct understanding of your own position, see yourself clearly, and then keep working on improving yourself. When your inner strength is solid, you'll have many more options. As long as you adjust your mindset, I think it will be easy for you to find a partner. Why is it that the Yan Dongping divorce case, in terms of severity, can't compare to the Shanghai non-suicide case, yet its impact is dozens of times greater? It's because when people look at the Shanghai non-suicide case, it's hard for them to put themselves in that situation. Instead, they see that behavior as something only a beast would do. But the Yan Dongping divorce case is different. It can even shake the foundation of a nation. In our country, most families follow the model where the man works outside and the woman manages the household. Men work hard to earn money, while women take care of the family. Originally, both would cooperate. Even if the man didn't hand over his salary, he would still cover most family expenses. However, the Yan Dongping divorce case is telling men that even if you do this for 5 years, even if you transfer 8,000 yuan monthly, you can still be labeled as someone who doesn't care about family. In the end, you might lose your car, house, and even visitation rights, especially now, in a tough economy. After the Yan Dongping divorce case, men are less willing to give money to wives. Many housewives online say their husbands stopped giving them money after seeing the Yan Dongping case. Or they just give a little bit of money for basic household expenses. The lack of trust between husband and wife is enough to destroy a family, and unmarried men are starting to fear marriage as well. They can't help but worry. If I work myself to the bone after getting married and end up with nothing, then why should I get married at all? The end result is a sharp drop in marriage rates and a surge in divorce rates. I don't understand why some people still think it's easy to make money in today's society. There was a young woman who told me she earns 5,000 or 6,000 yuan a month. She said, "How can a man live on less than 20,000 a month?" Well, how did you get by? You earn 5,000 or 6,000. Did you die? How are you still breathing? When a man makes 20,000, you think it's not enough. But when you make 5 or 6, you feel fine, maybe even a bit superior.
What makes you better than others? A girl from the countryside earns 5,000 or 6,000 a month, then demands,
Her mother didn't earn that much. Her education is just junior college. Her job pays 5 or 6,000 and isn't stable, and she says she won't consider a man making less than 20,000 a month. My goodness, what kind of face do you have? If you looked like Fan Bingbing, I could find you a billionaire. But have you looked in the mirror? Then you come to me insisting you need someone like that.
He has a car, a house, no loans, and makes over 200,000 a year. Are you kidding yourself? A lot of men and women just can't communicate, but everyone thinks they can. For example, if you're a man, a boss, you want to make money, and you look for a woman who also wants to make money. But that's not what women are thinking. What women think is, I love you, and because I love you, you should let me enjoy your wealth. But men don't want that. What a man wants is greater wealth. He wants a woman who will support him. But that's not what women want. Women just want to spend your money. So this so-called communication is only on the surface. It's just a superficial compromise. Honestly, I really wish I could marry a man where you don't even have to give me a bride price. I could spend 188,000 yen to marry a man who would stay at home to clean, do the laundry, cook, mop the floor, and take care of my cats. He wouldn't need to work, and I'd give him 3,000 yen a month. I'll support you. Is there anyone out there? I'll support you. I don't even require you to have children for me. I don't have any kids, just 4 furry ones. You can take care of them. Isn't that okay? Isn't this fine? I'll give you 3,000 yuan a month. It'd be even better if you could save another 20,000 yuan a year.
That would be perfect. Hey, did you know, right now, there are over 100 million older single women nationwide, meaning women over 30 who haven't married yet. That's almost the population of an entire country. So why don't older women want to get married these days? Yesterday, a woman came to our shop. She's 35. I asked her, I said, why are you only considering marriage so late?
So, what do you think is the reason there are so many leftover men and women nowadays? This woman said it's because men these days don't have money. They can't afford cars, can't afford houses, and can't pay a bride price. Or if they do have money, they always feel like if they spend a little on a date, they're being taken advantage of by a gold digger, so they're reluctant to spend money on women. That's why they can't get married. And why do women end up being left over? Because they want someone with money, but the men with money don't want them. And she doesn't want ones without money. As for leftover women, they're usually the type who aren't good enough for the high end but don't want to settle for the low end. Does what this woman says make sense? What does freeloading mean? If a man doesn't buy you gifts, you call him a freeloader. But when you give him physical satisfaction, he's not just doing nothing. Weren't you happy too? If you want material things, just do business openly, set prices, and let interested people come. But instead you hide behind seeking love, wanting both, and being stubborn.
Girl, that's not cool of you. Let me say this again. All unmarried single men or divorced single men, your good days are just around the corner. Soon, you'll be meeting a lot of women who are fair-skinned, beautiful, have stable jobs, steady incomes, cars, and houses.
These women will no longer ask you for a large bride price, nor will they care whether you've been married before, or whether you're handsome, or even whether you're tall. The only thing they'll care about is whether you're willing to marry them, whether you're willing to take them home as your wife. As long as you say the word, they'll be ready to marry you at any time. Why do I say this? Let me show you a video first.
You finished watching the video, right? I can't speak for other places, but this is the matchmaking market in Zhengzhou, Henan province. There is now an overwhelming number of older single women here. So, for all the single guys out there, what you should do is just eat when you want, drink when you want, have fun, and don't bother saving money. There's no need to save up for a bride price or to buy a house. None of that is necessary anymore. In the future, someone else will buy those things for you. 30 years on the East Bank, 30 years on the West Bank. That's just the way things go. A law of nature that doesn't change according to anyone's will. I know there will definitely be people in the comments saying, I'm just dreaming, but that's fine. Time will prove everything.